Hello everyone, my name is Link, the trained and professional, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. I didn't fucking forget. Before we get started, time to give the monthly shout out to the people who have donated to the Patreon page. It's for anyone, $1, $1 a month, all the way to however much you want to give. That get you a shout out. Cade Silvermoon, Morris Arkletum, James Legg, Pensa Pine, and Mason Lehman. But all that stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and get this episode started. So what are we going to do? We're going to meet with Remy, Anna, Lauren, Bryce, or get some well-deserved rest. Well, well-deserved rest doesn't fucking advance the plot at all. So let's check in with Bryce, see what's going on, see if there's any new infos. Once again, I found myself within the police department, which seemed oddly quiet for this time of day. It didn't take long for me to spot Bryce in his office. Hey, Pierce, what's up? Nothing much, but you told me to contact you if I remember anything that might help with the investigation. That's right. What do you have for me? I'm not sure if it's worth mentioning, but I have known Razor for a couple years, so I know some things about his personality. I see. Well, that's actually more helpful than you might think. Mannerisms, habits, all these kinds of things might be useful to add to his profile and might get a better idea of him. You know, I'm just about done here for today, but if you want to discuss it over a beer or something, I'd be more than happy. Sure. Just one? I'll take 3. We'll see about that. Alright, let's go. Cafe Memoria. This is cool. Here we are. Not too shabby, I'll have to admit. It's just in time for happy hour. It looks like it, because no one's fucking here. You come here often? Sometimes. Hey, you two, what can I bring you? just the usual. One generic beer for the chief of police? Sure thing. How about you, pals? Sure. I'm not even gonna ask how you know my name. So, let's just go. Noted. I'll be right back. And I'm back. It wasn't long before the waiter returned with a drinking bowl as wide as it was tall, filled to the brim with foam-topped, dark amber liquid. Carefully, he set it down in front of Bryce, who didn't hesitate to take a big gulp. He brought one for me as well, provided in a big glass that seemed more appropriate for my kind. There you go. Just call me if you need anything. Of course. And there he goes again. So what is it you wanted to tell me about Razor? Well, there's a few things. I mean, probably not much, but anything might help, right? That's right. Anything unusual about him, anything that defines his character or stands out about him could help us. How about you tell me what you know about him? Well, the earliest memory I have of him is when we both went to the same school. We only shared a couple of classes, though, and a couple of friends. Overall, I'd say he was an above-average student. We didn't talk very often, but he always was very outspoken and never failed to speak up and make his opinions known. He was the kind of person that I'd fully expect to become a politician one day, or at least an activist of some sort. That's the impression I got from him. He spoke a lot, and you could always also expect him to act on his word. Of course, his nature caused him to clash with others, sometimes even including the school staff, though his genuine enthusiasm also garnered praise from them. He was quite the character. After we graduated, I didn't hear anything about him for a long time. Only some years later, after we found the portal, was I surprised to find out he was the human who would be sent to your world. He'd volunteered. It wasn't until I was already here that I actually met him again, however brief our interactions were. But then I already told you everything that happened prior to the eventual scuffle with Maverick. There's only one thing that stands out to me about those events. In the restaurant, when he told me about the letter, he mentioned I would know how to read its secret message. I know he values the use of his own intellect, but when I received the letter, he apparently expected me to remember a random chemistry class we had together years ago in order to see the message. I see. So you did not arrange this beforehand? Not at all. I had no idea. That is quite peculiar. No. I still wonder what he would have told me if Maverick hadn't interfered when we met at the portal. We do as well, and you can believe that. How was Maverick even allowed to intercept his letter and read it? He could have easily done so, since he was in charge of Reza and everything. But he totally shouldn't have. I mean, we wouldn't do anything of the sort with you. Everything he has done in regard to Reza has been poor show of character. I suppose so. In any case, thanks for telling me all this. You never know when this kind of information could be useful. No problem. Just when I thought an awkward silence might set in, Bryce spotted a waiter and didn't hesitate to speak up. Hey waiter, bring me another. I hadn't noticed, but while we were talking, Bryce had been busy sipping on his drink. The empty bowl before him was proof of his proficiency, while I had barely touched my own. Here you go. Jesus. Bryce was just about to start on his second when he suddenly spoke up. You know what? Why don't we have ourselves a drinking contest? Sure, let's do it. I mean, if he wants to prove himself, fucking hell. That's what I like to hear. Considering they don't have ears, at least I don't have to worry about drinking and driving. Oh. Well, they don't have ears, for the record. I don't see any ears on them, but whatever. Considering they don't have cars, fuck's sake. At least I don't have to worry about drinking and driving. The rules are simple. We both get around, then we wait a few moments until the next one, so the effects can kick in. Whoever gives up first loses. Sounds easy enough. Let's burn some brain cells. and may whoever burns more win. This is the true game of kings, I'm telling you. Alright, let's do this. He made a show of looking me in the eyes as he lowered his muzzle into the bowl before he started guzzling his drink noisily. It was gone in seconds. Certainly this was going to be tough. My confidence faltered, but there was no turning back now. How did I think I could win a drinking contest against a freaking dragon? Nevertheless, I grasped the drink, putting on the best show I could while I tried to recreate Bryce's feat. After the first sip, however, I realized it was very different from any other beer I tried before. Yet I persevered through the intense taste until the glass was empty. It wasn't as impressive as Bryce had been just moments earlier, but I couldn't afford to show any weakness. My plan was cut short, though, as I set down the glass and an unusually strong aftertaste hit me, causing me to make a face. How'd you like it? This is some really strong stuff. I told you, you better know beforehand how much you can take, or it'll hit you harder than later on. Want to give up already? Heck no! As you wish. So when's the next round starting? Soon enough. Do you feel it? Do you feel the buzz kicking in already? Don't lie to me, I can see it in your face, unless that's blushing I see and not the alcohol. There's not a blush. Alright, it's a buzz. That's what I thought. Anyways, I like this very subtle changes in the face that this game does. I really like that shit. It's very small movements, but it means a lot. Anyways, how do you like what you see? Anyways, how do you like it here so far? I mean, compared to wherever it is that you come from. I'm having a drinking contest with a dragon. How could I not love this? It's alright. Certainly a change from what I'm used to. To be honest, I'd rather be home. Let's go with the top one. We'll see how much you like it when I've drunk you under the table. Way to bring us another round. Give it right up. There you go. Having ourselves a little contest, are we? You know how it goes. That I do. Be careful, Pierce. He's a pro. Cowboy boy. Oh, shit.
Did I hear something about a contest?
Maybe.
Up to your shenanigans, aren't we?
Hey, don't spoil the fun. I don't go around telling people about what you're up to, either.
Point taken. Enjoy.
See ya. Of course he wouldn't have challenged me if he wasn't confident he would win. Guess I'll just have to try my best. I went first last time, so it's your turn now. As I put the glass to my lips, I started swallowing the dark amber liquid. I was struck by how much more difficult this round was compared to the first. One thing that puzzled me about Seasoned Drinker was the sheer amount of liquid they could ingest without issue. Keeping it down, however, was a much different question. But this contest wasn't about keeping it down. There, your turn. Did I see you struggling there for a second? Let's see how you do. That's my tactic. Make you think I'm struggling to get your guard down. I may have underestimated this. Let's make a claim. Let's make a claim. Roaring laughter erupted from the dragon as his paw struck the table, rattling the containers on it. Keep it up, kiddo. You still stand a chance if you can make me die of laughter. As for my turn, let me demonstrate. Once again, he consumed his drink through his swig, though his swigs were noticeably slower than before. His resolve was also fading, though not as fast as mine had, as he clearly held an advantage. Was there any way I could still turn this around? There. Now let me ask you a question. I know you wanted to tell me all this stuff about Razor, but was that the only reason why you wanted to meet me? You could say it was. Well, it doesn't hurt to have friends in high places, or maybe having a little fun doesn't hurt. Well, the top one is just like no, I'm all business. The second one is kind of like using them, like you're like I just want influence. The last one's actually having fun. Is that fun? There we go. That's a wink. Thought so. I won't disagree with that. Wait till next round. You're coming. There you go. Thanks. How are you holding up? Just fine. Thanks for asking. If you say so. Good luck, Kaiba boy. Was it your turn or was it my turn? It's yours. Alright. But now it was obvious that Bryce was faltering, though he still was faring much better than I was. He even had to take a break in the middle of his beer, unable to go down at one go. The sounds that actually had the break in it! Oh my god! Oh, it's yours. He's a lot heavier than me, and even though his bowels held far more liquid than my glass... His bowels? His bowls, for fuck's sake, his bowls! Much more liquid than my glasses. How did I think I'd stand a chance against him? When I picked up my glass, I didn't have feeling in my fingers anymore. I had to pause a few times, but in the end I made it, though I wasn't sure how much more I could take. So, what do we do now? Wait for you to throw up so I win? You never said that was a rule. You wish. I can see you're close. Just a question of time now, Sonny. Oh, it's actually getting blurry. Oh, that's cool. Is it moving? Holy shit, it's moving! Oh, that's so cool! The background's actually animated! Oh my god, this game's amazing! Can I ask you a question? Go ahead. Why are you brown? Why are you so damn attractive? Well, you can't just ask people why they're brown. So, you just say nothing, just, can I ask you a question? Sure. Why are you so damn attractive? Let's just go with that one. Just fucking blurt that shit out. I just am. Got nothing more to say about that. Okay, the next round. There you are. Blearily, the dragon looked at me, seemingly unable to focus. I could see he was hitting his limit, but so was I. Maybe I just hold out a little longer. Whose turn is it even? I think it's yours. I don't know. Fucking, might as well just say it. I think it's yours, though. Very well. At this point, I had difficulty picking up my glass. I was about to give up, but I was sure if I held on just one more round, it'd be over. I could still win this. I had a few moments after each sip in order to continue, but I did not give up until eventually the glass was empty. I'm not fucking saying, suck on this, you scaly bastard. Your move, Chief. I mean, he might seem to kind of do a little bit of ribbon, but that's a lot. Your move, Chief. For the first time, I could see something in his eyes other than his always present confidence. Was it disbelief or insecurity? I guess my feet caught him off guard, as he seemed genuinely impressed. If nothing else, this showed me that he was, even his own conviction was cracking now. I could totally win this! You're cute. I like you, I really do. But I sure as heck am not gonna let you win. He was struggling. It became more and more obvious as he tried to swallow the liquid in his bowl bit by bit. He stopped at one point, panting heavily. I considered taking a cheap shot at him, but as he had refrained from doing so. My turn. Jesus. I wasn't gonna start now. There. I was getting tired. I could hear Bryce's voice. It's dark out now. I could hear Bryce's voice, but I could not make out the individual words anymore. I decided to rest my eyes just for a little bit. Oh no, we lost! Hey, you okay? You fell down. You look kind of messed up. I'll mess you up. You won't get my little face out of my face. If you think I'm giving up, you're mistaken. This isn't over. I can see that. Ready for another round, or do you give up? Bring it on! Bring it on! Ah, damn. Actually, you know, once you land on the ground, you better stop. Does that mean I win? I didn't say that. You know, it's been fun watching you and all, but you've both had enough for the evening. I think you better leave now, after you've come out from under the table, that is. Alright, I'll be going then. Wait a minute. What is it? Maybe you should go with him, just to make sure he gets home safely and doesn't do anything stupid, you know? It's a kind of unspoken rule here that whoever is his drinking buddy does so. When I looked over at him, I discovered Bryce had passed out for the moment. This could prove difficult. Sure, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, let's get you home. He's still unconscious. Well, we don't want to fucking pepper him, because we don't know if that shit will, like, fucking cause, like, an allergic reaction. Well, the classic water on the face is fun. You don't want to slap him, because it's just like, and then he'll be like, claws, and then you're dead. So, some water. This should do the trick. What's you pissed? Where am I? Still at the bar. Come on, let's get you home. It was a nice little hovel. I awoke looking at an unfamiliar ceiling. For a moment, I wondered where I was before the events of last night came all back to me. As I got up and looked around, I realized that I apparently slipped on the floor. Well, it's the end of a day. It's a bit of a shorter episode, but you know what? I'm fine with that, personally. Jesus Christ. So, we'll continue on this day in the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I know it's a short one. I know it's a short one. Short episodes happen, but I gotta get ready for work, for fuck's sake. But, besides, short episodes aren't that hard a problem, because even short episodes for me are still long episodes comparatively to, like, some other people. So, I mean, thank you all very much for watching this episode. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional speaker for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone! God, this is a short episode. Well, fucking blame the game.